Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa has urged fisherfolk of the lower and central quarantine areas to look to government for support once they decide to heed the call to diversify their income sources away from sole dependence on fishing at sea. He stressed the importance of finding long-term solutions to the challenges facing the sector. The minister was at the time speaking to fisherfolks of the area during a meeting hosted at the Albion Sports Complex Auditorium Saturday. The meeting provided an opportunity for those in attendance to raise issues of concern to them and have those addressed. The minister explained that globally it has been found that climate and other factors have been affecting catches, with many reporting dwindling catches in traditional fishing waters. He said this means that there must be contingency plans put in place to ensure that fisherfolk continue to sustain income in order to take care of their families. Minister Mustafa stressed that there are many avenues now opening up for fisherfolk to begin earning supplementary income. One such area is in aquaculture. He said that since taking office in 2020, the fisheries sector has faced many challenges that are tackled head-on by the PPPC government, ensuring that fisherfolk get the support they needed during all those trying times.
That is why in 2022, when we had this issue about low catches, we had engaged an organization called the FAO, the Food and Agriculture Organization. The United Nations have that. And they did a study why we having low catches. And the study, they concluded that because of climate change, where the fresh water enter the Atlantic and the fish start move away from the fishing ground. So whereas you that's fishing in Albion or out on the quarantine, 5 years ago, you used to have a proper fishing ground where you just catch a lot of fish. Now those fishes will move to different parts of the ocean. That was the conclusion of it. That is why also we recognize that the input for the industry, I mean input, things like twine, rope, whatever you use, even outboard motor, we are trying as much as possible to reduce the duty or take out the VAT, take out the duty and tax in those things, so that it can be cheaper for the fishermen. There are a number of persons, I don't know how many in quarantine, but we had the issue just before 2020. We had serious piracy in the ocean. You all remember how many persons lost their life. Many of you all compatriots lost their life in the sea when they had pirates killed them and stole their catches, like how they caught this comrade saying. Right? We try as much as possible to reduce. We work with the Coast Guard, we work with the police, we work with all the agencies to reduce the incidence of piracy. When I became Minister of Agriculture, we started a process of buying these tracking devices. I don't know how many vessels were given tracking device here. But if you have these tracking device, we can track you any part in the ocean where you are. So I asked the Fisheries Department to continue that program where they are placing the tracking device on your vessel. And when you go out there, they have a station where they monitor these vessels and the station so they can track you easily. Because sometime before that, many persons we were unable to account for people. So all these systems we put in place, and I want to help you all. But you can't continue, let me be frank, and the comrade raised the point. We give you all a grant already. The government giving a $100,000 grant to all Guyanese 18 and over. We're trying to give school children cash grant. Every child that attend public and private school will receive $55,000 next month from the government that they will collect. Right? We increase old age pension, double it from the time 2020. We increase public assistance. Every year we give an increase to workers in this country. But you can't continue to bring in cash all the time. You have to develop the industry to make the industry more resilient. You all agree with me? I gotta come back here 2 years from now and you're gonna say you need a cash grant again. We have to make the industry more resilient so that you can earn a daily income or a weekly income from the industry. And how we can do that? We have to work with you. So I just launched a new program at Shitanka. I don't know how many fisher folks are involved here at Albion, but we have to have something else rather than fishing too. We must not stop doing fishing work. Fishing is important for the country's economy. Fishing is important for your daily bread, for your survival, for your income. Fishing is important for the country, for people to purchase fish, to get the form of proteins that we're talking about. And when you fish, the country benefit, your community benefit. So we have to work together. And our government always listen. For example, the vice chairman asked me that when I come today, if I can get some hamper for the fisher folks. I said, yes. How many? He said about 200 fisher folks. So what I want to do, we have to look at long-term plan. How we can make this industry more resilient. Some period of time, you'll have low catches. Fishing, you have an issue. You might go out, spend a week or two in the sea. When you come out back, you catch so low it barely take care of expenses. Right? You can't make it. Sometime when you get large catches and you come out back, the fish gone cheap. You understand? So they can't carry the price. So when you come out and spend 14 days in the sea and come out with half ice box of fish and you're selling, I can just call in a figure, $100,000 from that half ice box. When you come with a full box, now you sell the same $100,000. So you get double a disadvantage. When the fish catches are low, you got low catches, you got limited amount of fish. When the catches are high and you got plenty fish, the fish gone cheap. You don't get market, this kind of market for you. So what I am working with the Ministry of Agriculture, we are looking to see some long-term market for y'all. It's work in progress, where we can get a standard price. Because let me tell you all something. You as the fisher folks, you are the person who risking your life, going out there, risking your life, brave all the elements, the sun, the rain, the rough sea, everything. And when you come out back, you now make the money. You get a chicken feed, if you call it like that. The middlemen making the money.
The minister explained that the idea is to link fisherfolk directly to markets, both local and overseas, cutting out the middlemen and greatly increasing their own earnings from their catches. In the meantime, though, there must be a movement to other sources of income, such as brackish water shrimp farming.
Go out there and sell it. They making the money. So I'm working to establish some place where the fishermen themselves can sell the fish directly to the people them who exporting this fish. So they have to pass through no middleman that you sell it for 50 cents. And that man when he sell it for $1.50. He making $1 more than you. Where you sell it. We're working at that. But in the meantime, there are a number of fisher folks here. So the comrade raised an issue that I made a commitment that we will do some work for them in 2 weeks' time. Yes, indeed, because the machine, I bought a new machine for the here. It's at my pony doing some work. As soon as it's complete, he'll come. But I want the fishery sector. I will instruct the chief fishery officer who's here to place you all in group. I don't know how many persons are in group here. If you have 200 persons, we'll exclude those persons who already have these shrimp ponds. Right? We'll work with them to develop their own holdings. But the remaining set of persons, we'll put them in a group. And what we'll do with them, we'll work with them to develop their ponds. We'll work, I just asked the fishery officer to come up with some plans to see the lands that are available, and this will happen immediately. So if you have 50 persons or 25 persons in a group, we develop a plot for you. The brackish water shrimp will start to be the second income for you. So when I come back here this next year, you don't tell me that things so bad. Yes, and I want to implore on you, don't leave the fishing industry. This activity that I will start will be the next activity to bring in income, to add to your income now. You all agree with me? You all want that to happen? So let us work together to get that happen.
Minister Mustafa has also committed to helping in the upgrade of existing landing sites in the area, expanding the existing sheds and improving on the ramps used for loading and unloading fishing boats.